What's going on, everybody? Toxic here, and today I have a very special video for you guys. It is a story time video about me and a bunch of my friends actually ran away from the police, and surprisingly, this only happened just about a week ago. So it started off as me and 3 other of my friends going to another one of my friend's house, so there was 5 of us total, and we just kind of went to his house at around 6 o'clock, and we were just kind of hanging out because we were planning on sneaking out that night, but we had to wait for his dad to go to sleep. And we just kind of hung out around his house for a couple of hours, and as soon as he went to sleep, it was about 11 o'clock, we just snuck out the front door of the house, and we jumped on bikes, and we biked off around the town, and it wasn't really too exciting at first. We were just kind of biking around looking for a place to just hang out and chill. So we ended up biking through the school, and we biked past the field, and we just decided to just sit there for a little while, just hang out and rest a little bit. And after about 20 minutes of just sitting at the field, 3 of my friends got really thirsty, so they decided to bike off to CVS. And for those of you UK subscribers, I don't know if you guys have CVS over there. It is just pretty much like a convenience store or pharmacy. So while my 3 friends went to CVS, me and another one of my friends stayed at the field because we were kind of tired, we were pretty exhausted, and we didn't really feel like biking anymore. So we just chilled at the field and waited for them to get back. And after about 20 minutes went by, they finally got back and they got some Arizonas, and we just kind of hang out at the field and we were just kind of drinking them. And after about 10 minutes of us just kind of chilling there, drinking our Arizona iced teas, we saw this kid that we kind of knew, but we didn't really know him too well. We saw him biking around and we said, "Hey, what's up?" And then he was like, "Nothing much, what are you guys up to?" And you know, we were just kind of talking around for a little bit. And then he actually told me that he had a bunch of fireworks in his bag, so he asked us if we wanted to light them off, and of course we're going to say yes to that because they're fireworks and it's awesome. So before we lit the fireworks off, we had to think of a plan just in case the cops came, because fireworks are illegal in my state, and especially on school grounds, it's pretty illegal and it's a pretty stupid idea to do. So the 3 entrances to the field where the cops could have came are pretty much just across from each other. So the plan was, if a cop came from one end, we just exit out the farthest way, and then we bike as fast as we can, and then we'll figure it out after that. So we're just kind of hanging around, lighting off the fireworks for a bit, and after about 10 minutes of lighting them off, my friend, in the most calming voice, my friend just says, "Hey guys, there's a cop right there." And then we all just turned and looked directly at the cop, and then I just looked back and my friends already started biking away. They're about 20 feet ahead of me, and then then I was just like, "Oh fuck it, I'm just gonna go as fast as I can and try and catch up to them." And they all had really nice bikes, and I had this like 6-year-old mongoose piece of shit bike, and it was like so hard to pedal on, and it's way too small for me, and it's like a 50-pound BMX bike. Well, it's supposed to be a BMX bike, but it really isn't. It's just like a piece of shit. So I was trying to pedal as hard as I could, and it's so hard to pedal on it, so I was trying my best to catch up, but I kind of like stayed behind pretty far. And then we had to bike up this hill, and the cop was shining his flashlight at us and shit, and then I turned around and then the cop was sprinting as fast as he could trying to get to us, but I mean, obviously we have bikes, he's not going to be able to catch up to us, so we were pretty much biking in like pitch black. We couldn't really see anything. It's pretty much just trying to bike with like your eyes closed because it's so dark out. So we biked down this hill and we went past this school, and we were just kind of trying to get behind the school because there was this forest there. We were planning on hiding in it, but as we got to the forest, it didn't really seem like a good idea, so we just decided to bike through it. And there was this really steep hill that led to these fields by my school that we wanted to go to because it seemed like kind of a safe place. So we biked down the hill, we got to the field, and we had to bike through these like thorn bushes, and I got like some cuts on my arm from the thorn bushes, but I didn't really care because it was just such an adrenaline rush. I just didn't really care. I just tried to just like run through it. So we got to this like long grass place, and we just kind of hung out there for a little bit, deciding on what to do next. And while we were just chilling in the long grass, I was just looking around and I was like, wait, there were 2 more people with us. I wonder where they went. So they got split up somewhere in the forest, and we had no idea where they were. And we were just like, kind of thought that they got caught by the cops, but at the same time, we just kind of thought that they decided to go a different way. So we didn't really know what to do. We didn't know if they were going to rat us out if they got caught. So we just kind of hung out there for a little while, and our plan was to go back to my friend's house, but we had to think of another way to get there, because there's like one way to get there, which is like a 10-minute bike ride, but the risk of that is that it goes right past the fields where the cops were. But then there's another way to get there, which is like a 30-minute bike ride, but it's a lot more tiring, but it's a lot safer. So of course we decided to take the long but safe way, and keep in mind I have this really crappy old bike that is really hard to pedal on, so I pretty much already used up like all my energy at that point, and I still had like a 30-minute bike ride ahead of me. So we decided to hang out in the long grass just for like 5 more minutes, just so I could try and catch my breath a little bit. So after that, we had to go through the back roads where we were safe, but before we got to the back roads, we had to go like right by the police station, so we were really close to the police station while getting to the back roads, but luckily no cops went by. So as we got to the back roads, we just kind of slowed down a little bit just to catch our breath. And then we just decided to take a nice little like chill bike ride home. We didn't really want to go too fast and waste all our energy just in case we needed it later. So after about 30 minutes of biking, my friends were like maybe a good 150 feet ahead of me, and they were about to go up the driveway to get to my friend's house, and as they were going up, I saw blue flashing lights a little bit far off in the distance, and then they were coming towards me, but I don't think they saw me yet because there was a hill in front. So I just had to bike as fast as I could to use all my energy and try and get to my friend's house before the cop drove by me. So I was biking so fast, and then I saw the cop. I saw like the little blue lights above the hill, like on the top of the car, and then I just biked as fast as I could trying to get up to my friend's driveway, and then I just made it in time right before the cop came up the hill, and he would have had his headlights right on me, and then we kind of would have been fucked. So my friend's driveway has a lot of woods around it, so my friends are at like the top of like where the woods ended, like the edge of where the woods ended, and then you couldn't really see his house from like a little bit farther down the driveway because the woods were covering it. And then they were like right on the corner where the woods ended, and then I met up with them and I was like, yo, what's going on? And then my friend told me that there was actually a cop already at his house. I have no idea how they found out that where he lived and like who he was, but yeah, so we didn't really know what to do. We were just debating on just biking away, going somewhere else, or to go up to my friend's house where the cop was, and the cop was already talking to his dad, so we already knew we were fucked. So we just decided to bike up there and then talk to the cop. And right as we got up to the top of the driveway where the cop was, he just suddenly started searching all of us, and we were just kind of confused about it. And then my friend's dad was like, what are you searching them for? And then the cop said that we stole an iPod, which I don't really understand. Well, he didn't say we stole it. He said we were suspects of a stolen iPod, which we didn't really understand because none of us stole anything. All we did was just light fireworks off, and then we biked away from the cops, which is what I thought we were going to be fucked about. But apparently, they thought we stole an iPod. So we were talking to the cops about it for a little bit, and then they said that there was an iPod that got stolen at CVS when they were there, and then they were suspects somehow. I don't really know why, because they didn't really do anything. They just went in and got drinks. So somehow the cop thought we stole an iPod, and then we got searched, and then the cops asked for my address, my age, and what my phone number was. And while they were searching us, about like 3 more cop cars pulled up to my friend's house, which I didn't really understand. I thought it was a little bit unnecessary to have 4 cop cars come up just to catch a bunch of like teenagers. I thought that was pretty stupid, but yeah, they asked for all of our information and shit, and they searched us, and once they found that we had nothing, they were just like, alright, we're just gonna leave. So then after that, all my friends went inside, and surprisingly, my friend's dad didn't really care at all. He was just like, alright, well, I know you guys didn't do anything, so whatever. And then he went back to sleep. So it was just us 3, and we were just kind of hanging out in my friend's basement, wondering where the other 2 people that we were with were. And then about 20 minutes later, they finally got back to my friend's house, and then somehow they didn't get caught by the cops. So after that, we just decided to try and get some sleep because we had a long night. We didn't really feel like doing anything else. So we just went to sleep, and then, yeah, that was it. So after about a week went by, around like 2 days ago, I got a call from the police station, and they want me to go in for questioning, and they think I'm a suspect for the stolen iPod, even though I wasn't even at CVS. So I'm thinking about just videotaping the questioning and then just giving them like hilarious answers, because they're pretty fucking stupid that they think I'm a suspect even though I wasn't even at CVS. So yeah, whatever, but yeah, so maybe I'll do that funny video. I don't know yet, but yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys enjoyed the funny fucking video, just leave a like or something. I don't really care. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye.